Welcome to Ohio. Most of our time in Ohio was spent outside of the Akron area in a town called Copley. The entire area was rolling hills with farms and pastures and blocks of forests. Towns were all spread about 15 minutes apart and had their own styles and reasons for being. It wasn't like we were used to in Colorado, where it was one big urban sprawl, or like Nebraska, where towns of any decent size are hours apart. Our friends introduced us to a little slice of the 1980s still alive and well in northern Ohio near the town of Vermillion, right on Lake Erie and with tons of activities both in the community and around town. We visited a couple of times and were looking to spend more time there in the future. Mackenzie went overnight once with just the girls to look for sea glass, while I stayed back and repaired the trailer from all the damage it sustained going through Chicago. We played disc golf, shuffleboard, walked to the beach, and took the boat out for sunset cruises. When we needed, we walked to the local ice cream shop for 2 scoops. And for shopping, we took their golf cart into town. Back in Copley, we spent a night playing pickleball at the local park with our friends. And that night, we found ourselves in a kid's playground that was the late night hangout for all the local skunks. We avoided getting sprayed, but had to get one last run on the zip line before heading home. But Mackenzie chose not to ride this time. The nearby town of Wadsworth has another throwback to the 1900s, a drive-in movie theater. We pulled up, backed our truck towards the screen, and enjoyed Bad Guys 2. The audio wasn't great, but the experience was totally worth it. Our RV park was a nice open space with plenty of beautiful sunsets of its own. The only downside was they didn't let you walk your dogs around the park, so twice each day we had to drive them to the designated walking spot to get their exercise. Thankfully, those spots had some pretty cool walking trails and the girls loved them. On a Friday afternoon, we took off south to Amish country. We randomly stopped by Lehman's on the way and did a little shopping, even finding some Ogallala original products. This was Mackenzie's Disneyland. We continued on to the Amish grocery store, where we got some of the best sandwiches we've had for lunch. They weren't fancy, but the ingredients were all very delicious. For our last week there in Ohio, I had a business trip to Seattle, so we pulled up in our friend's driveway and parked for the week. Mackenzie held down the fort while I attended my nerd sleepover. When I got back, we hit another hike in the area, and then on our last day we rode bikes with our friends, and we got to see some wildlife, including a beaver. I was a second too late getting this picture, but I assure you there was a beaver there. We were rather surprised by Ohio, and in our heads we pictured the industrial areas of Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati. We didn't expect the luscious greens and relaxed lifestyle we found there, and it truly captured our hearts.